Good morning. Today is Sunday, July 4th. Happy 4th of July. Today, we're gonna go back over and see Hector. Hector called me this morning, said he found more Hot Toys. So, you know, absolutely love those words. So, we're gonna go back over and see Hector, and we're gonna buy some more Hot Toys and other toys like we always do. What we're also gonna do is we are going to try and figure out how to spend our advertising budget. So we have gotten a lot of phone calls from those signs that we put out all over the place, but the number of calls now have dropped down to just one or two here and there, and that's because the signs have been taken down. So we have to figure out new ways to advertise. Now, we are still getting phone calls. We are getting repeat customers. Like, we're starting to build up that base. We're starting to get our name out there in the community. So that's great. But we have to keep pushing. We can't take the foot off of the gas now. So last night, we opened up an account with Google Business. I created my business officially over on Google, and my business profile, they're sending me something in the mail. When I get it in 4 or 5 days, I have to put the code on the letter in the site to verify my business. And we're gonna start doing targeted ads on Google, just like we do on Facebook and Nextdoor. I've been hesitant to get on Google just because of the price. So with Facebook, you can set your budget to be pretty low and it's still relatively effective. With Google, it's still, you don't have to set a super high budget, but for example, there's a $3 a day minimum over on Facebook that I'm currently, I say minimum, there's a $3 a day threshold that I'm currently set at for ads on Facebook, whereas on Google it's $15 a day, so it's 5 times as much. So, you know, we're not talking about huge dollars here, we're talking about $3 compared to 15, but as the days go on, it really will start to add up. And you're gonna start spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on ads, which is fine, right? You have to advertise, you have to get the company name out there, you have to get the phone number out there, you have to get the brand and the logo out there. But when you're a small company and you only have an advertising budget that's so large, you have to spend those dollars wisely. And I know that some advertising on things like billboards, for example, is just expensive. It's really, really expensive. Now, I'm sure the return is there. So it's all relative. When I say it's expensive for me at this stage of my business. It's expensive for me at this stage of my business without understanding what the return could possibly be, because I've never put one up before. So, you know, we called a couple of different advertising agencies. You know, we called Clear Channel, we called Outfront, and we asked them what it would cost to put a billboard up right here, specifically on Dale Mabry is where I want it to go. And you know, we were told it would cost $3,000 and up for 1 month to have a billboard out here on Dale Mabry. For just 1 month to have that billboard up, that for me, I mean, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to spend for 4 weeks of advertising, and you have no way of knowing if that advertising is going to work or not. Now, I'm pretty sure it will. You know, I mean, we put the signs out on the side of the road, and we got a lot of phone calls and a lot of business from that. But there were a lot of signs. It wasn't just one. So, you know, there is that too. So now that all of our signs have basically been taken down, all but maybe a handful that are still up around town somewhere, we have to continue to find ways to get the name and number out. So what I'm looking at right now is direct mail advertising. It's just direct mail. So I'm sure you guys all know what this is. Whenever you get a postcard in the mail and it's, you know, somebody who wants to buy your house, or, you know, it's a postcard advertisement, you know, it's 25% off, you know, your next pizza purchase or whatever. You know, you go to Domino's and here's a, you know, it's a coupon card or something like that. So one of those, and you can get those mailed out for relatively inexpensive. I can have the postcards created for, you know, I think I looked last night, I can buy through like Vistaprint, the same place I get all my business cards. It's just quick and easy. I think I looked and I seen 2,000 postcards would run me about 180 bucks, and that's designed, printed, shipped, about $180 for 2,000 postcards. And then the post office has a direct mail program that you can sign up for, and they break down the different areas, the different zip codes in your area by demographic, and you can kind of really get specific on who you want to target, and then you can pick the zip codes of where you want to send these mailers out to. And for a couple $100, you can send out some mailers. I think I looked at 500 would cost me to send out 500 to a specific area, you know, a couple $100. So with the price of the postage, the price of the postcards, and just everything included, I think I'd be around 500 bucks or so roughly to get that out. Now the tricky part about direct mail advertising is, at least from what I've never done it before, I've just read into it, but from what I understand, it needs to be repetitive. You need to do it over and over and over again. So sending out your postcard one time initially is not going to be enough. You're going to need to do it over and over and over again. So, you know, if it costs you roughly 500 bucks or so to send out, you know, 500 or 1,000 postcards at a time, and you need to do it over and over again to get, you know, to get it to stick in people's minds, you know, you're talking a couple $1,000s. Okay. The park bench I'm having renewed. I'm gonna have to reach out to Insight Media. They haven't reached out to me yet. I'm sure they probably will here and soon, I would imagine. That's supposed to expire, I think, on July 16th, the one bench that I have. So I'm gonna get another one. I want to change the way it's worded. I want to put it out here on Dale Mabry somewhere. You know, but that's gonna be another 1,500 bucks. I was thinking about doing a few more park benches, you know, but they're 1,500 bucks a bench. And, you know, so when you think about, okay, so now you've got a couple $100 a month, you know, so if you do $15 a day on Google, if you're doing $3 a day on Facebook, if you're doing a couple bucks a day on Nextdoor, you know, it starts to really add up, and before you know it, you're spending a couple $1,000 a month just advertising. And I say just advertising, I mean, you have to do it, but, you know, before you know it, you're spending $1,000 a month on advertisements. And so you just have to make sure you're spending this money carefully, and it really requires some research. It really requires looking into strategy and marketing and just the right ways to do it. Anyway, so we're at the bank. We're gonna get some money out, and then we're gonna go see Hector at 2. It's 12:30. It's 12:24. We're just getting this out of the way now. So let's go here to the ATM. Let's get some money out, and let's make it a good day, guys. Let's go. All right, check. Now let's go see Hector. we're about to spend $1,105 with Hector. We need to go and get some cash. I didn't come with enough cash. I didn't think he was gonna have quite this many good things this time. So let's go get some cash out of the ATM. So we just spent $1,105 with Hector. I think I've probably spent, you know, probably close to 10 grand now with Hector. Somewhere real close to that. I don't have an exact number, but I've been over there, I don't know now, I'm starting to lose count. I mean, I've been over there probably close to 10 times, legitimately. I was over there once this week, just a couple of days ago. I didn't get any of it on film, I just forgot to take the camera. And I spent $880 with them Tuesday of this week. I mean, today is Sunday. So I've probably been over to Hector's house now about 10 times. And I mean, every time I go, I'm spending $600, $700, $800 at a minimum. I mean, this trip now, I just spent $1,105. So, I mean, I think I'm up to at least $8,000 now I've spent with Hector at an absolute minimum. I think it's more than that, but you know, roughly 8 grand I've spent with Hector now. By far, it's been the single best business decision I've made so far to date, in terms of inventory procurement, was meeting Hector and, you know, being nice to Hector. And that first trip over to Hector's house was a little iffy because he wanted, and I've learned from this, right? But whenever we first started, that very first time, he showed me some things that were a little bit lower value. They were selling for about 25 bucks over on eBay. And he asked me, you know, we were having the usual song and dance of, well, this is what it sells for, I need to make some money. And so I offered him $12 a piece. I offered him half, which I thought was a really nice offer, considering there's eBay fees and taxes and shipping and operational costs, right? So I offered him half, and he scoffed at it, like badly. And he said, no, you know, I paid $20 a piece for these. I just want back what I have in them. And you know, I was like, oh man, I can't pay you 20 bucks for something I'm going to sell for 25 with free shipping. I just can't do that. And so we kind of went back and forth a little bit, and we just kind of, where I really went properly with that negotiation was, instead of dropping it and just walking away, we dropped those specific pieces and went on to something else. And I think that's ultimately what saved the deal and led us to be able to do business this long. And, you know, as I said, spend, you know, $8,000 to $10,000 with them, because we moved on to some other merchandise. We were able to come to an agreement on price. We got some money exchanging hands, and then we went back to that stuff later, and we were able to come down a little bit in price. And after everything was purchased, you know, you spend a little bit more here, but you make a little bit, you spend a little bit less over here. You know, so it's just you know, it's a game you have to play. There's just a song and dance you have to do when you're negotiating. And I've learned how to do that song and dance now. I know much better now how to do it. Anyway, so we've got $1,105 worth of inventory back here behind us. Some Spider-Man hot toys, some Iron Man hot toys, lots of Batman stuff, lots of Spider-Man stuff. There's some Mortal Kombat stuff. And there's one really big Striker, G.I. Joe Striker plane, and a tank, and some figures all in all one box. We've bought one of these from them before. They sell really well. I'm pulling into my house. I'll get all this stuff carried upstairs, and of course I'll show you guys what we bought. So let's do this. So here's what $1,105 worth of toys looks like. Of course, you got the wonderful, wonderful Hot Toys here. That one is still factory sealed. Love that. We'll get to the Hot Toys in a minute. So here we have a Spawn character. These are all factory sealed. I think these are 30-40 bucks each for these guys right here. These different Mortal Kombat action figures here. So there's 2 Spawn, a Scorpion, just with different outfits and different weapons. Here's a Sub-Zero, and a Sub-Zero. Again, just all with different outfits and different weapons. I think these are 30-40 bucks a pop. Some of them, like I think that one Sub-Zero one, ooh, be careful, sweetheart. I think this one here might be a little more expensive. I didn't look them all up, but I looked a couple of them up. And here we've got some Spider-Man. So here is Legend series. So here's 1, 2. Are those the same? No, they're different. There's a Venom. There's a Venom. Here's 2 more Spider-Man right here. And again, these are all factory sealed. I didn't look them all up, but I'm assuming maybe 20 bucks a piece. Ooh, be careful, sweetheart. More Spider-Man. Let me hit a light over here. If that helps at all, probably not. So 2, 3 Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy. Another Spider-Man here. This guy here. This guy here, and another Spider-Man there. Ooh, be careful, honey. Ooh, be careful. Ooh, be careful, sweetheart. We got these 2 here. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. She's crazy. She is crazy. She's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Honey, please be careful. We have this guy here, and this guy here. I think this one is $250. I think that one is maybe 40, and then this one here is like 120, I think. I believe. Here we have a G.I. Joe. This is the Stryker plane with the tank and 4 figures in here. I think this is almost 300 bucks, 275 maybe for this guy right here. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, easy with the bunny kicks, honey. Easy with the bunny kicks. Don't bunny kick Dad. All right. Here we have a big Iron Man. Action figure here. The chest lights up. And now we're moving into the Hot Toys. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 different Hot Toys this time. So here's an Iron Man 3. This is a die-cast one. Oh, Callie, please be careful, darling. Here's another one. Another Hot Toy. Iron Man MMS 195. The
Iron Patriot. Here we have Spider-Man hot toy. This one is MMS 425. Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay. Here is another Spider-Man hot toy. MMS 414, 414. This is the first and only brand new factory sealed hot toy that we've gotten from Hector. This one is Hot Toy DX15. It is the Jack Sparrow. Really, really excited about this. These hot toys, any hot toy really, if it's brand new factory sealed, they're really big. Well, for the most part, some of them aren't, but for the most part, they're big money. Not that even just used, they're big money. But brand new, they're really, really big bucks. So I will flash. I mean, there's not much else to show here. It's just a box. Callie, please be careful, honey. It's just the box. So I'll flash up on the screen what this is selling for. Brand new factory sealed. Remember, Hot Toys DX15, and it's Captain the JS there, Jack Sparrow. So guys, that's the haul. That was this haul over to Hector's house. He said he's got more. He said he's gonna go get more hot toys. He's gonna go get more toys like this. And he's gonna call me back in a couple days. So this is just the well that keeps on giving, guys. It really is. Anyway, I'm gonna start getting this stuff ready to get it put up on eBay. We'll start doing a little bit of research, start getting some stuff put aside. And probably, if you're interested in any of this stuff, if you give me 2 or 3 days, it'll probably all be up in my eBay store. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope your week coming up is really good. Callie says hello. And we'll see you next time, y'all. Have a good day.